Nikon D3500. The Nikon D3500 is the only DSLR in this list. Why? Well, these cameras, which differ from mirrorless rivals with their optical viewfinders, are slowly being phased out by many of the leading camera manufacturers in favor of more advanced mirrorless models. But if photography is your main pursuit and video specs really aren't important, the Nikon D3500 is a fantastic, low-budget beginner camera choice. Housing a top-quality 24.2 MP APS-C sensor, the D3500 can capture detailed, tone-rich images. At a glance it appears low on features, but the Nikon D3500 includes a super handy dedicated guide mode that sits on its dial. Guide mode is a basic virtual photography tutor that will walk you through all of the camera's functions, including in-camera photo editing. It can be tailored to provide full assistance or allow for more advanced control as you grow in confidence and experience. There are 2 kit lenses available with the D3500, but we recommend that you opt for the DX18-55 VR kit lens. VR stands for vibration reduction, and it costs a fraction more than the other option. But with VR stabilization enabled, you'll get better shots handheld, especially in low-light conditions. Canon EOS M50 Mark II. Although Canon seems to be primarily concentrating on its full-frame R line, the more beginner-friendly, APS-C, EOS M range continues to be a big draw for those less experienced. The original Canon EOS M50 made our list and has only recently been replaced by the Mark II, which is a very minor upgrade on its predecessor. That means you get a simple user interface which offers helpful explanations and suggestions within the settings menu. Once you've got to grips a bit more with the camera, you can even disable it. Although light on physical controls, there's just enough here to keep it on right side of pleasingly ergonomic. Canon's award-winning dual-pixel AF comes in handy for focusing on moving subjects quickly and consistently, such as fast-moving action and fidgety pets. The FM15 to 45mm kit lens, which is bundled as standard with the M50 Mark II, is decent enough for everyday use, but should you find you want to expand your lens collection, this is where the M-series cameras fall down compared to the competition. That said, you can use a plethora of DSLR lenses via an adapter, so there's a bit of a workaround there. Nikon D5600. Here's another beginner DSLR that is holding its own against the rise of mirrorless cameras. The D5600 is a step up from the D3000 series models with a stronger set of specs to rival the likes of the Canon EOS Rebel T8i EOS 850D, see above. Key advantages over the D3500 include a larger LCD screen, which not only flips out and swivels all the way around to face the front for vlogging, but also responds to touch, together with a more advanced autofocus system, Wi-Fi, and a healthy range of additional control on the inside. Sure, you pay a little bit more for the privilege, but if you need a little more growing space, it makes sense to go for the D5600. It'll be a reliable companion for years to come. Canon EOS 80D. There's no doubt that the newer Canon EOS 90D, below, which is the EOS 80DS successor, is the superior all-round DSLR in terms of power and features. But the EOS 80D currently sits higher in this list due to the impressive value it offers right now. You can find it for almost half the price of its newer sibling. And despite coming out in 2016, it's still a very capable camera for beginners. For a start, the combination of a 24.2 MP sensor and 45-point autofocus system ensure you get reliably good photos and focusing. There's a guided menu system that's easy to navigate and onboard Wi-Fi and Bluetooth to transfer images wirelessly if needed. The only downside is that the 80DS kit lens is a tad soft around the edges, so we'd recommend buying the body on its own and a better lens separately. Canon EOS 1500D. This is one of the cheapest DSLRs in Canon's current lineup, which also makes it a very cost-effective way to get access to an endless assortment of lenses, flash guns, and other accessories. Its low price tag means it understandably lacks some of the fancy tricks of its bigger brothers, like a flip-out LCD, 4K video, and so on, but there's still a very good level of physical control on offer. And, most importantly, image quality from the 24MP sensor is sound. It's designed very much with its target audience in mind, with a feature guide to help you understand everything, and battery life is also better than many mirrorless models at this price point, still a key advantage of DSLRs. Wi-Fi, NFC, and full HD video recording round off the specs, making it a well-rounded first-time option.